friends, this side Tanvi with you, and today we will learn about the IAM losses in PVsyst. So let's begin. We will explain the IAM losses in grid connected system. And for simplicity, we are selecting an example site which is available in every version of PVsyst as default, so that it'll help you to understand easily without creating any new projects for this explanation tutorial. So click on the project design, and then the first option on right side there is grid connected button. Click on it. And here it is, the entire project design window. Here you can see the meteo data for the selected site. Click here to quickly go through the details. Site is in Geneva, Switzerland, and data source is Meteonorm here. Let's see the monthly solar irradiation values. Set the parameters here, as we have done. And now click on the graph. In the prompt window, it will ask for azimuth and tilt confirmation. You can either click on to proceed or you can change these to see the different values. Like kind of experiment you see. So here in the graph, you may see the monthly values of GHI and GII for the entire year. Here's nothing much to do, as you cannot change anything here. Okay, close this meteo data window, and let's go to the orientation. Here, the type of installation is fixed tilt type and the tilt is set at 25 degrees. Whereas the azimuth is 20 degrees clockwise from true south. On the left bottom corner, keep it unchanged as yearly irradiation yield. Or you can change the tilt, azimuth and yearly to seasonal yield options to check the various outcomes. It's up to you, and trust me, it's really good exercise to do. Now, let's move to system configuration. Here on top right corner, the planned power is 16.1 kilowatts peak. But if you see in the bottom right, the actual PV capacity is 14.8 kilowatts peak. The difference is because of string adjustments to the selected modules ratings. Here you can see the modules and inverters are selected as generic. By default, we are not going to change these now for this tutorial. We'll explain the selection process of modules and inverters in our other tutorials dedicated for these parameters only. The quantities of modules and inverters are always calculated based on the desired or planned PV capacity that you can enter in the top right corner of this window. Here in our case, based on the desired capacity, the numbers of PV modules, inverters and even the string configurations have been generated automatically by PVsyst program. Okay, without changing anything here and keep them as it is, click on the cancel button below of this window. By clicking cancel, you have discarded any changes that you have made unintentionally here. Please note, clicking cancel is only for this tutorial, as we don't want to change anything in this default project provided by PVsyst. Okay, now go to the next tab, that is detail loss window. After the loss window opens, navigate to the IAM loss tab. Here, by default, you can see the ASHARE parameters are selected. Don't change anything, just keep note of it and close this window. Please make sure that you are using the first variant VC0 as shown here. If it's not selected, then from drop-down menu, select the first variant from the list. Don't skip this step, it's really very important. Now go directly to the report option. Save the report in PDF format and name it as PVsyst IAM loss default ASHARE model version 01. Open the report in any PDF viewer and scroll to the last page where is the loss diagram depicted. Here you see the IAM factor global is 3.2% annually. See, the loss is quite significant and on higher side. Let's do another simulation. Go back to your PVsyst. In the same project design window, open the detail loss tab again. Navigate again to the IAM loss tab. Now, from the drop-down of incidence angle model section, select the fourth option from top, which is Fresnel AR coating. See, a lot of parameters has come up. Don't get confused here. See, the graph plot on the left side also changes and it gets slightly improved. You don't have to change other values here. Keep it as default. Click OK. And then in design window, click run simulation. Now save as new simulation variant. And like the last time, open report. Save in PDF format. with file name as PVsyst IAM Loss Fresnel AR Coating. Open the report in any PDF viewer and scroll to the last page where is the loss diagram has been shown. Here you see the IAM factor global is 2.7% annually. Surprise? Yes, the IAM loss is reduced just by using a module with anti-reflective coatings. It's very clear now that the module used in this simulation has no anti-reflective coating. We have forcefully applied this property. Let's check the module's property before we end this tutorial. Similarly, like earlier steps, go to the IAM Losses tab under the Detail Losses window and check this option, Use Definition of PV Module. This means now PVsyst will follow the data as per manufacturer's provided details in the pvsysts.pan file. Now run the simulation, save the report as PDF file with name as PVsyst IAM Loss Module Data version 01. Now scroll to the IAM losses part in the loss diagram. The value is 3.2%, same as our first step. So it's confirmed that this module doesn't have the anti-reflective coating. So for any given module, now you can check whether the supplier is providing anti-reflective coating in their product or not. It's very easy, right? Thanks for watching till the end. In our next video, we'll demonstrate how to import Horizon Profile from Meteonom into PVsyst. And it'll take some time, as we are working round the clock to bring you some very important topics for job seekers and entry-level solar engineers. Please subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon for more updates and new videos coming every week. And please like, comment and share the video in your network, so that everybody will get the benefit of these content to make our world more green, more clean. Thanks again. See you in next topic.